There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. They've got Big Dog, and it's Cassell, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's clearly a recent trend. Big guys who can shoot it from distance.
Minnesota with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Zadirko, right side. And it's good, 2 points.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Allie LaForce, to my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time.
I'm out of this world, not your run of the millin'. My name is Furrow, I'm the owner of the building. And I'm chillin' with you like Jack. I and I mag, drive a Benz on a lack. Man, I've been in the back with the in the stars. I've been out front with the thugs and the guards. I've been on the yard with the I only run with I'm popular, I'm a rap star, but I live like a rock star running from the car. I drop bars on slaps that knock hard, and I charge for this. I'm sick of the Mars, and I treat my like an ATM card. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. She's in the building and she's feeling herself. She's looking bad, but I'm willing to help. Stop it, baby, you're yourself. Come on, I got your back, we can chill in my delt. I'm feeling myself too. Man, just imagine some of the things we can do. Then we can catch the stove before two. We can hit my go get some. You still wanna kick it, we can. It won't cost you much, I'm a good buy. On discount.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. A moment here to see the numbers for him.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games, looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. And it's Hood Schifino in at the 2-guard spot. And for Orlando, Edgecombe out there with Cunningham. Then there's Powell, and it's Wong in at small forward. All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A. Here we go.
It'll be Oklahoma City off the tip. He's watched by Cunningham. Pass to Hood Schifino. Just 5 to shoot. There's the 3. Orlando with the rebound. Here's Edgecombe. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Pass to Wesley. Here's Hood-Schifino. Let's go with a three. Powell pulls it in. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Here's Edgecombe. Softly drops in the floater.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Wesley. And Baron J pulls it down. Here's Wong. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. He's watched by Cunningham. Here's Klintman. Launches it. Wesley, that's good.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Here's Willis. Orlando making their last shot. Takes a three. The shot by Wesley, no good.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
The shot by Wong, no good. Oklahoma City trails by 3. Pass to Wesley. Over Powell. The shot by Wesley, no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they wanted taken.
Here's Edgecombe. Here's Wong. From the arc. Offensive rebound. Powell. Pass to Wong. Goes up again. Here's Baron J. And finally, that one's good.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Here's Wesley, a top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest. The three. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Here's Wong. And a miss there on the triple.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Off the mark, and the drought continues. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Cunningham outside. The 3 ball. A nice shot by Baron J. Baron J's got 5 now.
Yeah, Cunningham can very effectively run an offense. He knows when and where to move the ball.
16 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Klintman. No good. In and out off the rim.
Now there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close.
And so it's Orlando finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They've got James, and it's Hall in at the 5, down low.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Oklahoma City trails by 8. Down low, Hubbard, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
Here's Simpson, and right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. This one for 3. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Here's Wong. Orlando again missing. Oklahoma City trails by 6. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Hubbard. Banked it in off the glass. Hubbard's gotten 4 this quarter.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
Well, Coach, since entering the league, Jaime Jaquez Jr. has been lauded for his strong fundamentals.
Yeah, B.A., he's got tremendous footwork, makes great use of the pump fake, and he is a tough physical player who can finish in traffic or hurt you in the post.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. Change it up. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
And in dunk contest voting, he's 3rd, a premier athlete in the NBA.
Well, the fans want to see him fly, and us broadcasters, we want him in. I expect to see him compete during All-Star Weekend. Believe that.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll, of course, update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham. Asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for. To be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Guys?
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. So it's Oklahoma City now. Orlando making their last shot. Pass to Willis. It's stolen by Hart. And it's Orlando on the break. 3-pointer. Offensive board. Chalk up 2 there. Now it's a 6-point Orlando lead.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebound.
Now a timeout call by Oklahoma City. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
Well, this has to be a frustrating loss because they actually played well, but it still wasn't enough for them to get the win.
Chifino's checked in for Oklahoma City. And when a team is able to play different ways with lineup versatility, how valuable is that to you as a coach?
Well, look, B.A., the best teams simply have to be able to win in different ways. They've got to be able to win with their offense, win with their defense. They've got to be able to win in an up-tempo game. They've got to be able to win in a grinded-out half-court game. If you've only got one way you can win, the best opponents will be able to take that away. Versatility is a must.
Here's Wong. 14 points for him last game against Houston.
Well, he also did a good job of making plays for others. What a performance from him.
Now here's Hart. 6-point game. Aaron Jay's shot is off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
1:16 left in the second quarter. They set a pick with Chifino. No good from outside. Magic leading by 6. Pass to Edgecombe. Rebounded by Klintman.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
4-3. Orlando with the rebound. Aaron Jay's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Wong. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Pass to Wesley. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Puts up a 3. The shot by Wong, no good. Here's Chifino. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
Well, you also love the aggressiveness. Getting himself to the line made a big difference.
And so it's Orlando up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be back in a moment.
Hey everybody, always a fascinating story. Our first order of business. Let's catch you up on some trades around the league. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if I call you the king of anything.
Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big Diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? I've got a neat spot that I think you'd be perfect for.
Where's that restaurant at?
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Magic.
When you take care of the boards, usually things turn out well, unless you're getting shot out the gym.
Which hasn't happened yet.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Orlando leading by 8. Cunningham is out there with Edgecombe. Then there's Powell, and it's Baron Jay in at the 4 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this down.
Here's Klintman. No made baskets yet. Nails the wide open jumper. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Orlando. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Pass to Berenger. Off target from three-point range. Oklahoma City trails by 8. To the inside. Here's Willis. Soft touch off the glass.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Yep, that one goes.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Pass to Hood-Schifino. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown. Hood-Schifino's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Orlando leading by 5. And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Seen outstanding defense this season, and here are the teams leading the way in steals. Number 1, the Magic.
And credit their relentless nature defensively for causing the mistakes. They apply a ton of pressure.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Cunningham, right side. 6 to shoot. Pass to Wong. Here's the 3. Here's Berenger. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
They set the screen. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Pass to Powell. Here's Wong for 3. They get it back. Got it. And now it's a 9-point Magic lead.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. The Magic making a switch here. Wong's checked in. Jaquez is checked in for Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City trails by 9. Here's Clinton. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. To the paint. Here's Willis. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw tonight.
At the line for the away team, Willis. One shot.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Wong. The three is up. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. That'll wrap up this short two-game road trip. Here's Clinton. And the ball out of play. The Magic will have it. Here's a look at what's coming up for Oklahoma City. On Friday, they'll be facing Jaylen Brown and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Sunday, they head back home to host the Washington Wizards.
And that game against the Rockets, that's going to be a tough game for them, no question. They've been struggling a little as of late, and the second half of a back-to-back is never going to be your best game, especially when you're not in sync as a squad.
Pass to Berenger, fires from deep. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. But Schifino's got 4 rebounds now.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Magic leading by 6. The monster, the pass to Cunningham. To the wing, right side. Gets the 3 ball to go. Berenger's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's taking what he can get here as a 3 in each half.
Outside Jaquez. To the middle. Cunningham with some nice D.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Pass to Wong from downtown. That one doesn't drop.
Still searching for his first bucket. You wonder how far ahead they'd be if he was playing anywhere near his full potential.
The 3. And Berenger pulls it down.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
I mean, he's yet to make a shot this quarter. At some point, you got to look for other ways to impact the game.
Here's Schifino. Deflected! And so it's Orlando. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. We've got Jaime Jaquez, and it's Hubbard in at power forward.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Oklahoma City trails by 9. Here's Wesley. Takes the 3. Orlando with the rebound. Wong's got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside, here's Peters. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Jaquez. Got a hand on it. Here's Wong. And it's Hubbard with a rebound.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Out left to the wing. And there's the screen. Wesley, the pass to Jaquez. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Wong. That three's off the mark.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Pass to Hall. Here's Simpson. Oh, the shot is off. Magic leading by 11. Here's Hart. Off on the layup.
Well, they needed that board. They've had a hard time on the glass, but they still have a shot here.
Here's Simpson. Jaquez. Can't get the three. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Cunningham. Hard outside from deep. Oh, the shot is off. Oklahoma City trails by 11. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Hubbard. Cunningham there for the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Puts up the tray. Oh, it's off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Simpson. Puts it up. Oh, he drops in a sweet J. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. And they told their team, no easy threes, let's guard that arc, don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Oklahoma City foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
A minute 6 left in the fourth quarter. Beyond the arc. Powell. Oh, he can't get the layup. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Wesley. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup. Here's Cunningham. Here's Edgecombe. Powell sets a screen. Jacks up a three. Oh, it doesn't go. And you never want to say never, but in this case...
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if divine intervention could turn this around.
You got a piece of it. Here's Edgecombe. And so Orlando takes the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
You get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.